All right, there we go. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Okay, we're good. I make sure this is recording.
Where was the voice coming out right now?
TV.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a hoax.
You think it's a hoax?
I think it was like one of those things too, where it's like, okay, we're gonna do this to get media coverage.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't see it in being anything else because I personally have made a miniature clock with using everything, and I've watched the video.
Did you make it look explodey as possible?
No, you don't do that. Like you get a frame for it. You wouldn't use a fucking suitcase, you know, or a briefcase. You would use something else.
There was a dude. He was actually an Indian dude. I was gonna post it, or did you? Who? No, Tyler did it. He was making some good points. I didn't agree with all of them, but he's making some good points as a dealing like you're dealing with AC power here. You don't need to deal with AC power. This is literally like useless right here.
Yeah, and it's like especially not even that. It's like it was supposed to be a school project, and you're a student. There's no if you're my kid. There's no in fucking hell letting you use AC because like you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna electrocute yourself and you're gonna die.
Exactly. Like if you've never dealt with that, like AC power is enough to kill you.
Yeah.
Like when you're dealing with AC power, like even like a small battery, like the size of a phone, like that battery in your phone can kill you.
But thanks a lot, fucking lollipop. You know, phones exploding in your pocket, killing people and shit. Oh god, drink that.
Sorry, I was drinking it. But yeah, exactly. I mean, I had a transistor. I think it was a transistor. It was a small battery. I mean, the size. It was probably like 5 inches wide by about 3 inches thick by about 4 inches tall. Very small battery. I was when I was working at a welding shop, and the guy was telling me, he's like, "Hey, you want to see something really cool?" And he connected the two connectors, and then like rallied them together. So he basically created a current between the two. And the pop was like so loud, and like you thought it was like a gunshot. It was like boom, and I was like, he's like, dude, that could kill you right there, you know. So it's like it's really dumb, like when you think about the context of this kid just doing this. But I mean, aside from all that, like everybody knows this kid now. Everybody knows him.
Yeah.
You have Barack Obama invited him to the White House.
That was the fucking Prime Minister of Canada invited him to Canada. The Wooly from Two Best Friends invited him onto the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like...
So, here's my only problem. If the kid got arrested, that is traumatic for the kid. Regardless of what a kid does, he shouldn't be shunned for being creative.
That wasn't creative, though.
Exactly.
But
like, if that's the case, like I was saying, I'm even going to give that to him. Even though I don't believe that, I'm going to give him the fact.
But one thing too is like the school, it didn't have a science fair or anything going on. Like he just brought it. Like there was no reason for him to bring it. He just did it, and it's like, okay, so you're obviously looking for attention here. And the parents were so open to the media to let them like just camp outside their fucking house. Like the guy brought him pizza, and it's like, okay, so you guys are obviously setting something up here.
Well, how come they can't just be nice Muslim people?
Because it doesn't work like that.
Muslims are extremely nice.
No, but the thing is, like, if I had media outside my house right now, I'd tell them to get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't.
That's because you're a mean individual.
No, because I don't want them to.
You're a mean, hateful American.
No, because they're scavengers. They just want the next hot story.
True. So, let's say, or I'll say that I even give the boy credit for being creative. And that's fine. But what most people don't know is there was a kid who was the same age as that kid. It was probably 4 or 5 months ago, I think it was. He was expelled from school. He was expelled from his school, so he cannot go back to that school. He served like 3 or 4 days in prison, okay, or in jail or whatever, holding. Mind you, this kid's the same age as Ahmed or Muhammad or whatever the hell this kid's name was. I forget his name.
Ahmed, the suicide bomber.
Exactly. Okay, spent a couple days in jail, okay, and is still having to go through like trials to get that off of his record. And what do you think he did? That was awful.
Is it the guy that made the nuclear reactor?
No.
Okay, I was reading a story about this guy in the UK who made a nuclear reactor. I'm like, that's hella fucking dangerous.
No, what do you think this kid did to warrant all that?
Probably wore a fucking American flag t-shirt.
He ate a Pop-Tart and made it look like a gun.
Was that a little bitty kid?
It was a little kid.
Oh fuck! And he was not the same age. He was way younger. He was like in
no, he wasn't. He was in like no, he was the same age as this kid. Around the same age. He wasn't like you're right. He might have been a little bit younger, but he wasn't super young. But he ate a Pop-Tart to the point to where it looked like a gun. However you want to take that. I've never seen a gun with sprinkles on it. I mean, that I wanted to eat. But this kid ate a gun.
You like to eat Pop-Tarts?
I love to eat Pop-Tarts.
God damn it.
And he was acting like he was shooting people. Saying it in that context, sadly, in the world that we live, they're like, oh man, that kid was probably like, gonna be a psycho killer. Well, guess what? I grew up playing, cowboys and Indians, and there was plenty of
You guys
time.
call them Indians? We call them engines.
They call them engines. Guess what? You could go buy a gun, a plastic gun. That's what we did. We had pop guns, and we'd shoot them at each other. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, that's, what's wrong with that? So this kid, but it's like, where's all the media coverage for him? Where's Barack Obama inviting him to...
He's not a minority. He's a white kid. That's why.
That's what I mean. And that's why, to me, like, it's all wrong, because it's like, you have all these idiotic people, and the celebrities are the worst too, where they jump onto this and they're like, shouldn't do this or that and this and that and da 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 da. But it's like, you really shouldn't. Like, people have a huge issue with opening their mouth about something they know nothing about, and it's because we have like such
It's called constipation of the brain, diarrhea of the mouth.
Exactly, and it's because we have so much social media. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have all this bullshit that people can put their thoughts out there, and it's like, well, you don't know anything. How much research have you done about what you're talking about? Well, I saw it on Facebook. I posted, I saw that they had done to this kid. Well, do you know everything else having to do with it? Do you know that there's other people that have suffered way worse than that, and they are not being praised? Well, no, I don't know anything about that. Okay, well then shut the fuck up then. And that's the whole thing. It's like
that going back to that shooting for the black guy killed the news reporter, and it's like literally people who are like so double NAACP. They're like, yeah, I'm glad to see more racists dead, and it's like, what?
That didn't even happen. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I mean, we're already looking at it like that didn't even happen.
Yeah, because the fucking media to wash that under.
Do you still see the story?
No.
You don't?
I don't watch the news though, so...
I don't watch the news typically, but I do follow a lot of the news stations on all the media. Nobody's talking about it.
I really don't like CNN. Again, CNN's like, what did Justin Bieber eat for lunch for day? And it's
CNN isn't even a legit, like... Them and Fox are pretty bad. Like,
no, it's like if there's like a gun to your head, like CNN or Fox, I'd be like, I'll watch Fox, I guess.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I would do CNN.
Because like with Fox, I at least have a fun time because there's a lot of fucking mess-ups they make up. Like,
that is true. Like they're so like they're almost like the Jerry Seinfeld or Jerry Springer of
Jerry Seinfeld.
They're like the Jerry Seinfeld.
Fucking, they're all as racist as Kramer anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all. I mean,
I still love when fucking Trump shut down Kelly. That was awesome.
It was like, shut up, dude.
And she was like, you call women fat pigs and like they're all degenerates. It's like, no, not women. Rosie O'Donnell. And the crowd just went crazy. I'm like, fucking Trump.
They're saying that it's funny because you're on either side of the fence when it comes to Trump. You think he's great or you think he's awful because of the things that he says and the things that he does. I think that he's just not interested in making anybody happy. I think he just wants to push what he wants to push, and that's okay. But at the same point, it can be really, really assholery that he's trying to push too. So
there was another funny one where like somebody was trying to talk shit on his hair, and he's like, my hair's real. And he's like, buy a brace that you can talk shit on me. But you look over at Jeb Bush over here. Where's all of his negative comments at? Yeah. And he's like, Jeb Bush is not a good-looking man, and his hair looks worse than mine does.
I see, that's the stuff that it's like, politicians don't do that. Yeah. They think it, and they say it behind, like, closed doors, but they don't put it out there because they're trying to be like, oh, well, I'm this and that, and, they're just the ultimate snakes. That's
why I like Trump. And I got no argument on Facebook about politics. I know it's like, first of all, I had the wrong thing to do.
That's why do you
But
do
the
that?
thing was, I wasn't trying to argue that Trump is a better president. I was trying to say, like, Trump's never lied so far. Like he's been kind of like upfront with like, hey, this is what my thoughts are. Here's how I'm going to be.
But is that necessarily a good thing when it's like, yeah, he's upfront about being an asshole.
Yeah,
but he's still an asshole.
But the person was supporting Hillary Clinton. I'm like,
oh no.
Do you realize that Hillary Clinton was against gay marriage until the day it got legalized? And he's like, so what? That doesn't matter. I'm like, but now
then why are you even arguing?
Yeah, I was like, but now she's saying that pro-gay marriage, and it's like she's just doing that for the populist vote. Yeah, but she's still a better person than Trump. Like, she openly lied to you. Open your eyes. Oh,
I'm gonna tell you right now, like anybody who supports Clinton anything, like all you have to do.
Hey, I support Clinton Dix of the Green Bay Packers. All right.
So if you like, this is what's really sad is somebody like that, and people who support Hillary Clinton. The Clintons have left a wake of death everywhere that they go.
Nope.
Everywhere they go.
Nobody wants to believe. He wants to like, hey, Bill Clinton had the opportunity to kill Osama bin Laden before he got really big, but they didn't take it.
No, because he was working for the government at the time.
Yeah, just like fucking Fidel Castro. Nobody wants to believe it. You know who was in office when that happened? JFK. Oh, no. I'm like, listen, you gotta open your fucking minds.
Yeah, but see, JFK had a lot of stuff going on too that he was trying to, not to say he was a great guy. No president was ever a great guy. You don't get to be the president by being a great guy. Yeah.
Lincoln did a lot of shady shit though too.
Yeah, he did. The thing was just like, who's gonna fact check it?
Well, no, even in the movie Lincoln, he basically is like, hey, you guys, like, you want to be governors?
I mean, the first thing that he did that was probably like that nobody can dispute is he killed a lot of vampires. Yeah. So I mean,
we can be thankful for that.
Exactly. I mean, without him, I mean, we'd probably all be ruled.
Speaking of killing vampires, it goes into Blade, right?
Okay.
Who is your favorite Marvel villain?
My favorite Marvel villain?
Yeah.
Magneto.
I was hoping you'd say that because I remember the fucking comic I was reading where Reed Richards makes a wooden gun and he shoots it at Magneto. Magneto's like, why can't I control this? And it's just like the face he makes and the reaction is fucking...
You'll have to post that, like, right when you say that, you'll have to post that picture of him.
It's so fucking stupid because Reed Richards has a wooden gun and he shoots it at him. And he's like, I can't control this. And it's just like, get the fuck out.
Beaten by wood.
Yeah, it's
wood.
So fucking
he got hit by wood, man.
Oh god, my favorite is probably Magneto too. Just Magneto's like so.
I think it'd be a cross up between maybe him and Doctor Doom. I'm all about people, and I was having this conversation with Yvonne. Like, I'm all for people who want to wipe out the human race.
Carnage is pretty cool. He just wants to kill. That's it.
Yeah, but he's sadistic. There's no
rhyme or reason.
There's no goal to it. Yeah. He just wants to kill people because he's a pervy dude.
I want to kill.
Exactly. He's like that. He's like the Florida guy who like ripped out his girlfriend's guts. Like, there's something wrong with him. But like Magneto, I'll say no. Dr. Doom just wants to like conquer everything. But Magneto, like,
he's mixed. He's like, okay, well, I want the mutants to be treated fairly. But he's like, never mind. The mutants are superior.
Yeah.
And it's like,
so why are the rest of you here?
Yeah, and it's like it's really weird. And then he makes Metroid M, where like he so. I don't even know who that is. Metroid M.
You went GameCube on me.
Metroid M.
Speaking of which, we had a guy come in with GameCube games yesterday.
God damn it!
Like, can you buy these? I'm like, no.
Metroid M was an asteroid he made. It was an asteroid or Metroid M, one of the two. Asteroid he made for all mutants. And then it got crashed because fucking the X-Men. They're like,
because the X-Men are fucking haters, and they're like, can't have that happening.
Well, no, he was getting
fucking X-Men, dude.
He was using it as a weapon to target places to destroy people, and so they made it crash into the water, and now that's where I think it's Genosha or one of the mutant island just for mutants.
Oh, it's Benghazi.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's like that's pretty cool, I guess. You actually go to it in the Deadpool game.
I read a comic. We're going to be having it for Batman Day, and it's pretty cool. Like, Batman, for some reason, he's fighting Wonder Woman. And
because she won't go in the kitchen.
She won't get in the fucking kitchen, man. What's funny is it made me think about people put Superman on this pedestal of power, and really, like, pound for pound, like, Wonder Woman is just as strong, just as fast, and just as resilient as Superman is, but she's a bred warrior. And, like, she's legit, like, trying to fucking kill Batman. Like, she's got her sword out, and she's gonna fucking murder him.
Why does she want to kill Batman?
So, he starts fighting her, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he's like, what's happening? This and that. And he's like, Diana, you just snap out of it. Fucking, Alfred's, like, reading her vitals, and he's like, nothing's wrong with her. Like, I sense a little bit of hesitation in her movements, but like her blood levels and all that is fine. So he's fighting her, and fucking out of nowhere he gets like a rap on her. Oh, what is it? He gets something that's like the opposite of fucking Batman. He's awesome. He has a thing that's like the opposite of the lasso of truth that she has, and it was woven from like something.
I fucking hate Batman because of that. He's like, I just have my fucking utility belt.
He's Batman. That's so why he's Batman. Dumb. He has a contingency plan for everything.
Got to have bolts to the fucking brain.
And so he fucking like...
That's what I don't understand. It's like, you have Deadshot, who's supposed to be like the best fucking sniper ever, and he's like, you can't shoot Batman. He doesn't wear a shield. They already went with that. Like, he's
because the thing is, that's Actually, he did shoot Batman at one point. He shot him right in the yellow thing, which is...
shoot him in the fucking head. That way he's
But
dead.
that's the whole thing. That's why he wears the yellow thing. It's the only part of his body that's bulletproof. He wears it so that people aim for it and shoot it. He's all fucking metagame,
yeah,
dude. He's metagame as fuck, dude.
Just put a shot him in the head. You know what? You can't... He's wearing a rubber mask.
He's wearing a Kevlar mask. That thing's gonna like bounce off, dude. I don't know. Probably not.
No, yeah.
But what I'm saying, listen to me.
You've seen videos where snipers get motherfuckers. And that thing goes right through the helmet.
But he fight. But see, the thing is, like the way that I portray, it's not like it's a oh fuck, I got this thing. She ain't no thing. It's literally like she's about to kill me. I just missed that by a hair because I happen to have this, right? So he just gets done dealing with her. Like he's still in the motion of doing that. And who fucking breaks through, dude? Superman. Fucking Aquaman.
If they say Aquaman's any powerful and not a little bitch, the comics shit.
Aquaman starts to like try to get him, and of course, being the bitch he is, like Batman has something for him. He just like squirts him with something and wraps him up. And
sunlight,
pretty much. And then so he's like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here, like this and that. Fucking Green Lantern shows up. And he's fucking fighting Green Lantern now. The Green Lantern, and then in the middle of that, Flash shows up. They're all trying to fuck, and they're all telling him like, "Hey, we're done with you. Like, enough's enough."
Fucking this Superman trying. This is leading up to fucking Dawn of Justice.
No.
Okay.
So they're all just like, "Hey, like you've had your time, and honestly, you exploit all our weaknesses. You are our weakness. Like we're gonna take you out, and it's just time. I'm sorry, but it's just time." And then he's trying to figure it out. His brain's going. He's like, "What the fuck? This and that." And then of course he deals with Flash, deals with Green Lantern. These are all just temporary fixes. Like he's putting band-aids on all this shit, like putting them down. And then he fucking like out of the fucking sky, out of the building, where he's fighting in, fucking boom, Superman comes down. And then he's like, no, not this. He's like the fucking like Goodwill Hunting. He's like, not you too, man. And you fucking look at Superman, and it hits Batman like they're being controlled. And he's like, I know they're being controlled. Like I know that, but by who? And then you fucking see Superman's face, and his face looks like the Joker. And he's like, and we're gonna finally fucking kill you. And they're like, God damn it! That's where it ends. I was like, fuck, dude. To see Superman
fucking Stinger,
fucking RKO out of nowhere, man. Like God, to see like Superman with like the Joker's face because he's being controlled by him, and he just starts laughing. And you're like, fuck.
I think DC is so stupid because their superheroes are so powerful, and
right.
They're like, well, no, their Superman's way more powerful.
But the thing is like really, and when you compare the two, Marvel has way more powerful people than DC does. DC is just made at the point where it's like their superheroes are very it's weird because on the comics they play out very well, but it's really hard to make those characters believable in real life because you have to add flaws to them, and in the comics there's no flaws to them, whereas Marvel people are very flawed.
Yeah, and that's part of the point. And it's like, look at Tony Stark during the Civil War. It's like he comes out as an alcoholic, and it's like, I don't think I've ever seen a comic book where...
Not only that, like look at all the fighting they do just for Captain America to finally realize, like when he's beating the shit out of cops and firemen, and they're like trying to pull him off of Tony, that he realizes like I'm wrong. Like,
well, he wasn't wrong. He was like the fighting's not worth it because he's like everybody's just gonna get hurt.
Well, and the thing is, but see what he was saying was the ends doesn't justify the means,
exactly.
kind of, and he says just put me away.
Yeah.
And it's like that's just fucking sad.
He gets killed by Red Skull.
And he's killed by Red Skull. Well, of course he gets killed by Red Skull. But it's just sad because it's like you see this dude who's like everything he believes in, he's like it's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's broken. He's broken.
So how's your week been?
Well, the week just started, but I tell you what, it's gonna be fantastic.
Birthday this week. Friday.
Birthday this week for you. So what are you gonna do?
No, fucking listen. I'm gonna see Black Mass.
Black Mass?
Yeah, it's the new Johnny Depp movie.
Oh, the Johnny Depp movie. He looks like an alien in that movie. It kind of freaks me out.
It's supposed to be like a mobster.
I know he's supposed to be like a mobster, but if you look, like, go back and watch the trailer. He looks like one of the Greys. Like, he looks like a Gray, like the Gray aliens with the big eyes. He just doesn't have the big eyes. He just has that giant head that's balding, and then he's real pale, and he walks around. I'm like, fuck.
Looks like you.
No, I'm not pale.
I know, I was saying, but the head.
Oh my god! But it's really kind of scary. It freaks me out.
So big news from last night. Right, I forgot to phone with you. I checked Kotaku, and the big story was 4chan was sold.
What?
4chan was sold to 2chan.
What's 2chan? See, there's all these chans. There's like 8chan.
Yeah, so 2chan was the Japanese version of 4chan, but it was like kind of the predecessor. So the guy Moot M-O-O-T sold them because like there was no profit to be made, and then, like he officially stepped down as CEO back when the fappening and Gamergate happened.
I like how you say that with all seriousness.
You know,
like,
me and my buddy
the fappening and the Gamergate.
Yeah, and it's like, because believe it or not,
can you explain to people who maybe are listening to this, maybe the 1 or 3
okay,
people
so
that are
the
listening
fappening
to this?
was when the Big Apple and the Big Apple fucking not strike, but what am I looking for? Basically, hack. Yes, where Jennifer Lawrence and a whole bunch of other celebrities got all their news leaked.
So great. And you download those. You need to send those to me because I don't have them anymore.
Okay, so that happened.
So there can be a small little private fappening.
Another thing happened where part of the same thing where they hacked into a female reviewer's emails, and it turns out she was fucking reviewers or developers and giving them good reviews.
Who was this person?
I don't know her name. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to.
It wasn't Cupquake, was it?
No, it was some fucking redheaded bitch, and that's where the whole like Gamergate thing happened. It was so fucking stupid. Because she's like, it's perfectly okay that I'm doing this. It's not that.
No, it's not. It's a conflict of interest.
Exactly. So all your reviews are fucking null and void. And then she got fired from her job, and then she tried to sue the job. And it's like, what?
For you being a skank?
Yeah.
Was she hot?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Would I have thought she was hot?
Maybe.
All right.
So
okay. So just to let you know, I just want to throw this out there. Okay. So 4chan basically had some really weird shit going on, and who were the whistleblowers that helped you guys figure out what was going on?
Then all anonymous.
What site propelled people to go, what the fuck's going on here?
It probably was Reddit.
It was Reddit.
But
what subreddit do you think it was?
Fucking shit 4chan says? I don't know.
No.
What was it?
It was R, which is subreddit, R conspiracy.
Oh goddamn! But no,
you're welcome.
4chan had all this shit first anyway, and then,
my
fucking
God,
subreddit was like, let's go.
Can you guys hear the backpedaling?
No. I was doing backflip with my hands. Did you see all the shit from the Tokyo Game Show at all?
I haven't watched anything from the Tokyo Game Show. From what I heard so far from talking to you and talking with other people is the Tokyo Game Show is now officially the show that says, hey, this was supposed to be out, but it's not coming out when we said it would.
It's a delay show.
Delay show.
And so basically the rest of the show is going to be based on shit that was at the Tokyo Game Show because there was a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Most of it's Sony related, but still.
Which we all know Sony's going to be under here in the next couple of years. So
if we're going to start that off like as a strong point, like Red's pushing it. The PlayStation VR, aka Project Morpheus,
right?
They call this PlayStation VR now.
You just play it what?
It's PlayStation VR.
Which is weird. Like, why change the... I wonder why
they couldn't call it Morpheus because it's trademarked by Matrix.
No, it's not. That name is not trademarked.
It has to
be. No, you're just speculating. Just say you're speculating.
I'm speculating.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
But it was like, okay, so they show it, and so they show the commercial, and I'm like, all right, this is already shit. Because the first thing they do is they have the person with the head on, and then it turns into HoloLens. So it's no longer on his head. And I'm like...
Wait, what?
So like they have the person with the VR on his head, and so the first thing the trailer shows is like the VR turns into like grid lines and disappears. And it's like, okay, you're doing that because you know your shit's gonna be shit. I was looking at it and it's like,
wait, so it's not. So are we not gonna have that thing on?
No, you are. But the reason why they're not showing anybody with it is because it's so heavy.
Oh, it's bulky.
It's bulky and heavy, and like that's the big complaint. That's why the fucking Virtual Boy sucked because it presses on your temples and causes you the headaches right away. And that's what it's doing.
I really think that they're going about it the wrong way. I really do. I believe that the VR thing has to be done in a sense like it was done in the animes, which is, I know, like, oh shit. But I mean, if you're gonna do that type of gaming, you have to be able to just not move.
Yeah. And then another thing too is like, okay, and then they'll bring back the PlayStation Move controllers,
which is so dumb.
And it's like, okay, you already lost so much on the PlayStation Move,
right?
And it's like,
and it was during that phase where it was like the Wii was really good. And the Wii made a shit ton of money because it introduced the motion, and it was doing it so well. So Microsoft and Sony both were like, "Well, fuck, Nintendo's making a bunch of money. Let's do our motion things." It connects the motion controllers, the eyeball, and it was all very, very like haphazardly done. So it's like to reintroduce it. Are they going to use the same ones, or are you going to have to go buy more?
I'm pretty sure they're going to buy more because it's just like they're the same thing though. They're the fucking black dildos with the globe top on it. And
that's
it's like,
so dumb.
And I saw that's all out in the trailer. I'm like, okay, so this is Sony's fucking finally on the coffin. This thing is gonna flop so fucking hard.
It's always amazing to me, like, the disconnect that Sony has with their fan base. Like,
well, no, it's just that Sony's fan base is very, how do you say, like, loose. They don't like new shit. No, keep that new shit away from me.
Okay, but
I like HD remasters, and then my games being delayed.
Then do that.
That's what they've been doing.
That's what I'm saying, but like, just stay doing that. Why are you trying to? I mean, if you wanted to do something
because
new,
they're not making profit. They had to take these risks to try to make money.
Ah, man, but they're just so dumb as far as risk. Yeah, I'm scratching my balls.
I don't give a fuck.
Dude, don't look at
I'm looking at your eyes.
You looked at my balls right
I was
now.
like, I thought you were pulling a gun out, and I'm like, oh shit.
I like that's where your mind goes. Well, I could be pulling a gun out.
Yeah.
You never know, man.
So the PlayStation VR is gonna flop. I don't see it. I don't see it looking good. As well as like we compared.
I think any VR thing's gonna.
No, I think the Oculus Rift's gonna be good.
You think so?
It's been demoed for fucking 5 ever now.
The thing is, no. Here's my thing, and I know you're gonna say because you're more of a gamer than I am. I think when you're talking to two different people, or you're talking to people with different perspectives, more people that are in your perspective are gonna say the VR's or the Oculus Rift is gonna be way fucking cool, and I guarantee you, there's gonna be cool things about it. I remember watching a video where they took an old lady to Rome or everything like that in the Oculus Rift, and she got to see those places, and she was like, "Oh, that to me is very cool." However, I think that you're gonna have a hard time putting a game to it and like applying it without a lot of other shit that people don't have access to or aren't going to want to spend money on.
Well, that fucking Microsoft 6x6 fucking table.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's like no one's gonna want that.
Nobody wants that, you know. And it's like, and I can just pinch this and then move it over here. It's like, motherfucker, nobody's in it. I can just play that on my TV. Like,
I
what
don't
do
have
that for?
space for that. That's the thing.
There's no need for it. Like, there's a person playing. He's like, and Samantha's playing on her tablet. I can
lightning strike.
You know, it's like, why am I doing this? Like, wait, so somebody's playing the game the way it's meant to be played, and then I'm gonna come along and I'm gonna play God mode.
But because they started off with him actually playing it as through it, and then you show the table like where it's like kind of like a map where you can see everything.
But again, exactly, he was playing it, but it's like that's not needed.
Yeah,
I don't think we need that.
I could see some games like the next Division or the Tom Clancy
Division
game.
looks really good.
Like I'm saying, like there could be commanders on both sides where they have one of those tables and they're like, oh well, we saw a movement over here.
That would be pretty.
And
cool.
I'm gonna point it out for you, just the way Battlefield.
Now to play devil's advocate to that, so that would be really cool. You have general commanders. I remember there being a game like that on PC.
Battlefield 4 had it too.
It was you had people that were playing it like an RTS. Which is a real-time strategy. They were playing like an RTS, so when you signed up, you could log into the server and play as a general, or you could play as a soldier, or you could play as infantry, or you could play as whatever. If you were playing as a general, you didn't actually fight. You were like, okay, I'm going to move units over here, I'm going to move units over there. The only difference was those units were real people.
Oh shit, that's cool.
It was a really cool, and I can't remember what game it was. But it was a very cool concept, and I was like, okay, so you're gonna have people who are playing RTSs, who are like, good at them. Like, say you have somebody who's like a big StarCraft guy. I say StarCraft because that's like the leading RTS, right? Right or no?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Maybe.
Halo Wars.
Fucking Halo. Halo Wars was the shit.
Halo Wars 2 coming out.
I know, because I'm not good at RTSs, so it was like, hell yeah, I am. I loved Halo Wars because it was like, oh, dude, this is fucking awesome, dude. I'm a straight up RTSer, and it was like. You only manage 32 units though, and I'm like, that's all I can manage. Like StarCraft, you have like 700 units. I'm like, no, that's like life. I don't want to have to deal with all that. I gotta like worry about this and then come back. No, I don't want to do that. So, but say you have somebody like that.
I just want to warhog rush everything.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm stupid, so I'd send elephants over there because I didn't understand what the purpose of the elephants were. So I'd like send all these elephants. I'm like, how come they're not doing anything? They're just getting destroyed. Well, I didn't understand they were rally points, so it's like. It was closer to do a rally point and shift people. I don't know. Anyways, I was bad. I still am. But the thing is like, say you have somebody who's good, like a StarCraft player, and then you have somebody who's like, say you're a really good fucking FPS guy. Now that's your main guy. So you're gonna send him to the places, and he's gonna be taking people out. It was a really fucking cool concept. But to me, like that's as much as you need. Like you're not gonna get a guy. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing, but now I'm gonna do it on a table where I can like put my finger and go there. Like you don't need that.
I did some really cool ones in the military. They had a table like that where it was like you'd be able to put these slides in and it'd pop up in 3D.
That's cool.
That shit was hype, and you could put like markers there. And
see, to me, like that's really fucking cool. But that had a real world application to it. And it's like getting people together to do that is not going to happen.
I could see between the two, between Oculus and fucking PlayStation. Oculus is going to destroy PlayStation.
Yes, I think so.
Just because so you can really on Xbox One, your PC, your laptop, everything is going to use Oculus, while the PlayStation VR is going to be for your PS4, and it's like.
Yeah, no, I think it's really bad, and I think that's the smarter way to go with it, because if the more applications you have for it, the more useful it becomes, because really it's uber useless.
The asking point for the Oculus is way better than the Xbox.
Is it like $300?
It's $250, I believe.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
But for the VR, the VR is make $300 to $400.
Yeah, it's just like why?
And then that's not including the controllers, so you're just getting the fucking goggles for that much.
The motion controllers, the move controllers. You're just like. I just don't get it. I really don't understand Sony's plight as to like why they keep doing these bad things.
As well, on top of that, PS4 get a $50 price drop in Japan.
Ooh, hopefully we get one here pretty soon.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna happen. Like, Sony's still not making profit even with this $50 drop. They're just trying to make it where people are buying more of them. And it's like that's how it is. Like, they're still not profitable. And people are like, Taylor, you're crazy. No, motherfucker, I read the stats. Numbers, motherfucker.
I've been telling you, you've been crazy for like, what, 3 years now?
Yes.
And you finally got verification that your theory, your conspiracy theory, was actually correct. Didn't it feel good? Did it feel you were like, I told you, motherfuckers?
No,
that's how I'm gonna feel when the Toronto Commission comes forward and says, listen, 9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah, I'll feel you. So on top of that, Shenmue 3, guys, Kickstarter reopened.
Why?
Because
I just don't care about.
They don't have enough money to fucking fund it. They need more money, and it's like
I just don't care about this shit.
I know. The thing that pissed me off is that why are you gonna reopen it? Like that already puts a bad taste in my mouth. I haven't even fucking messed with the game at all.
Yeah.
And it's like so the $6 million you already made
doesn't matter.
Wasn't enough. You need more. Mm-hmm. And it's like so he's like, yeah, we're gonna try to help. Never mind. You guys can take care of it. And it's like.
And the thing also too is like, oh, okay, so you want me, the guy who's gonna, the consumer. You want it all to fall on me now. It's almost like when you tip like people, it's like, oh yeah, those guys are assholes. They didn't tip you. Well, you're an asshole because you don't pay me a fair wage. Like, yeah. Why should it be put on the people who are coming to pay for food to pay my wage and not you as an employer?
Well, in California they get paid minimum wage.
That's what I'm saying. It's shitty.
That's way better than everybody else. Everybody else they get $2 or $3 less than minimum wage.
But my thing is like, okay, imagine you not having a tip because the person that's serving you is actually making $15 an hour. How well do you think that person is going to serve you? A And B, how high do you think the standard is going to be for that person? Because it's like, hey, like you're making a good amount of money here, and nobody's tipping you because we don't need to tip you. So it's no different than if you go someplace else. So you go to Costco, look at Costco. Like when you go to Costco, do you get dicked around at Costco? No. The majority of the time, no. Every once in a while, you might get dicked around by somebody, but I mean, the majority of the time is like, hey, fucking take care of the customer, because the customer is paying $50 a year to spend money here.
Yeah.
So,
but you also keep seeing it the other way, where people they're like, oh, I have this fucking high-paying job just serving people food. Now I can just be fucking kick back and chill.
But those people don't last.
Exactly.
Because there's 50 million people behind those people who are willing to bust their ass for that money.
Yeah, I don't know, because the new place I work
maybe
at...
Maybe not in Fresno, but...
The people at the place I now work at...
Which is what?
I can't say.
No.
I beat about 100 people to get that position, so...
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
So it's like, now I'm in that position, now I'm all like, okay, now I have to be on top of my game. It's
absolutely.
It's worrisome.
Yeah.
But going back to the Shenmue thing, it's like any Kickstarter that reopens the Kickstarter, to me, is a problem. Look at my number 9. It got a pushback. It was supposed to be out in July.
I thought that game was out already.
Yeah, it was supposed to be out in July. And then it was supposed to be. Then they pushed it back to September. And then they're like, never mind, we're gonna push it back till next year, but you're gonna need a demo in September. September's now, but on the 22nd, no game, demo. No demo, no game. And like people are like, oh, I wonder why all our fucking Kickstarter our supporters are mad because you're doing this shit.
Yeah. Well, I think that it's past the point where they care. Nobody cares. I think the gaming department and the gaming industry is the biggest like group of fuckholes around because they can do it because they have some of the most loyal people ever. I mean, look at people who blindly buy Call of Duty. I mean, what's the last good Call of Duty game you played?
World at War,
which was what, 12 years ago?
It wasn't that long ago, but it was close.
Well, I mean, fucking Black Ops 2 was 6 years ago or 7 years ago.
No, Black Ops 2 is Black Ops 2 Ghosts.
World at War came out before Black Ops.
I'm saying Black Ops 2 the Ghosts to Advanced Warfare to the Black Ops 3.
Yes.
So it was only 3 years ago.
Yeah, but it didn't go. It went World at War. Okay. And
Black Ops.
No, did it go Black Ops?
No, World at
you're
War,
forgetting the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, World at War, Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 2 No, you had Call of Duty 4.
Oh, and then Modern Warfare.
And then Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts.
You're mixing up. It was COD 4, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
And Call of Duty World at War. Then COD Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops.
Wait, did World at War come out at the same time?
Next year. So it's like
okay.
4.
Okay.
World at War.
I'm telling you, you will have to look it up.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was at least 8 years ago.
Yeah, so it was a while ago.
So for let's just say, and I could be totally wrong. Let's say 8 years have passed since you bought a Call of Duty game that you liked. But fuck that, you're gonna buy them every year since. But
don't say
I'm saying the average consumer.
Yeah, they buy them every year.
They buy them every fucking year because they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good this year. Oh look at the cinematic. Oh man, look at the gameplay.
We're like RoboCops this year.
Exactly, you're fucking RoboCops this year. And they're like, oh, that looks really cool, man. Oh, they got that fucking rock rap song on there. Oh, cool. And it's just like
rock rap. Is it fucking Limp Bizkit?
It's something, man. I don't know.
If it was Limp Bizkit, it would sell.
It would actually be pretty good.
Sell a billion.
It'd be all about the nookie.
Yeah. No, it'd fucking be rolling.
And they just do those rolling bombs that like blow up.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But I've never seen a group of more enthusiastic, loyal customers in the gaming industry. I mean, name me one.
Like that's the same.
Maybe except for football. Football is blindly followed by idiots.
Fucking Packers beat that Seahawks ass this week.
Enjoy it because you guys are gonna have like 10 people on your team.
No.
Within the next 3 weeks.
Lacey and Adams both said it was a sprain, so they'll be back Monday.
They'll be back, all right.
The only person we're still missing is Jordy Nelson, which we got James Jones. So.
And Aaron Rodgers isn't there.
Yeah, he is. He's good.
Right.
Romo broke his fucking collarbone.
I know, he's out, dude.
Yeah,
he's
thank
done,
God.
man. Why?
I hope the guy.
I was hoping he was staying there because honestly, if I want anybody to go to the Super Bowl, I don't know if they'd be in this. I don't know if they would be able to play each other.
No, because they're both NFC.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to see them in the finals. I think it'd be a great game.
Well, there was one the game Monday or Sunday. One of the anchors was like, "This will be the game that will decide the NFC's champion." And the Joe Buck, who hates the Packers, he always shits on the Packers when they're doing it. He's like, "You're way out of your mind. It's only week 2." And the other guy's like, he gave him a look. And it was like, "Motherfucker, I've been doing this for 30 years."
Don't fucking test me.
Exactly. And it's like,
well, it sucks that he broke his collarbone, but I don't know. Maybe
he'll
have a good backup.
I hope this backup guy does really good, and they're like, "Okay, we're going to release Tony Romo."
I don't think they will.
I fucking hate Tony Romo.
Dallas fans love Tony Romo.
No, but the thing is, I've met Dallas fans who fucking hate Tony Romo.
But I mean, he's the comeback kid.
How many Super Bowl rings does he have? Exactly.
None.
He
doesn't come back when he needs to. I'll say that.
They need to push it back. Speaking of pushbacks, Star Fox Zero.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game. I don't think we need it. I don't think that we want it.
I want it.
Well, of course you.
But the thing is, like,
and for it to be pushed back even more, like when you. This is what's funny is you really see how the game industry like changes and reverts and backpedals because like even at like where I work, there's constant like sliders and like, hey, this game will do out this coming this May or coming this and that or whatever, and it's like, and then those just disappear.
Yeah.
And then you hear it got pushed
look
back.
At Watch Dogs.
Fucking Watch Dogs.
That shit was pushed for about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at Devil's Third. I mean, Devil's Third. David. I was closing with David, and he was telling me about Devil's Third, how he's kind of looking forward to it. I'm like, the game's gonna be shit. Yeah. And I remember. He goes, well, how do you know? I go, I remember seeing the first Devil's Third trailer, and he's like, yeah, he goes at E3, the 2013 E3. I'm like, nope.
Was it 2011?
It was 2010.
God damn.
That's how long we've been waiting for Devil's Third. And when I saw it, I was blown away. I was like, dude, this looks fucking amazing. And then I saw what it had turned into, and I'm like, this looks fucking awful.
And the thing is, and this is a double-edged sword, and it's like, the reason why their explanation on why it got pushed was they listened to people who were demoing it, and then there were some features they didn't like. So they're going to turn it around. They're going to work on it a little more. And it's like, okay, that's an excuse.
And not only that, you're blaming the people who played the game.
Well, no. You're listening to their advice and saying, okay, well, this is what the problem is. We're going to fix that. But it's like, that's a really lame excuse because everybody's excuse nowadays. Oh, we got feedback. They didn't like the way it was, so we're going to go on reconstruction. And it's like, you stop.
I just hope that it's not, like, the multiplayer is not. Did you ever play Lost Planet?
Yes.
Did you play the multiplayer for Lost
Yes.
Planet? Do you remember, like, being able to dive headfirst into a rocket?
Yes.
And if you timed it right, it would only knock you down, and then you get back up? Like, that was the... But see, like, Capcom was like, fuck it, we know our game is broken, who gives a fuck?
But to me,
Play
it's
the
like...
goddamn game.
That's the biggest cop-out a developer can say.
No.
Because every game now, that's how it is. It's, oh, there was a development issue, we got to push it back. And people are so down, well, I'm glad they pushed it back to fix that. And it's like,
but you get the game and it's still broken.
Yeah, and like you're still gonna get the same issue, and that's a really easy cop out. People are saying that, so you're gonna be happy with it. Oh well, man, I'm glad they're looking out for us. When in reality, they're not.
They're not. Well, I think also too. I think that the dates that are set are unrealistic dates anyway. I think that now the gaming industry is so big and it's such a business that, you know, it's no different than the retail business. Like, you're expected to perform quarterly. Yeah. So if your quarter 4 is lagging, it's like, well, hey, we already had this game due out, you know, September 30th. That's going to make our quarter. So if you guys can't push that out, then we're going to lose money. So is it done yet? No. When are you going to have it done? It shouldn't even be done until January of next year. Okay, put it out in September. But it's not done yet. It doesn't matter. Well, then add the patch later. It's fine. And we still need the money.
Yeah. Then Persona 5 was announced, supposed to be out December this year, fucking July of next year.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's a huge fucking gap.
Is it for the handhelds or for
PS4?
So it's a fighting game?
No, it's a JRPG.
See that's
a dungeon crawling JRPG.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a real life sim too. It's like you can like date girls and you can have sex with girls and stuff like that.
I'm in.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Dark Souls 3 finally got a release date.
For now.
This one's probably gonna be more sticky.
That fucking dragon though.
Yes, that game looks fucking hell baller.
It does look pretty good.
They said they'll be coming out in March of next year, and then they have a beta coming out for PS4 October of this year.
Why just PS4? I don't understand.
Because the PS4, if you watch Maximilian and all, he will agree to this. PS4's network connection is fucking awful.
Right.
And this thing right here is just for online testing. So like you're gonna be able to play it. You'll have like a simulator.
But I mean, my thing is like I don't understand. Maybe aside from the controller, I don't understand why companies are going exclusively to the PS4.
Seller, it's sold the most consoles so far.
Yeah, that's true.
And as well as the thing is,
that's true.
The thing is, I don't have to worry about Microsoft. Like, you know, it's like if you're looking at these two employees, like one's got his shit together, the other guy is really bad in this one area. So it's like, okay, well,
but that's not how the market works. The market's going to go where the money's at.
Yeah.
They don't care about helping the shitty guy out. If the shitty guy is selling more units.
Here's the thing though. It's like you have to make sure that connection for fucking Sony is good. Otherwise, if you decide to make Bloodborne,
will the game be released on both?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just
no, it's a both. But the reason why that you have to test that connection
because Sony has shitty networks.
Yeah, and it's like
it's amazing that all this stuff. I mean, you go back all the way to the PS2. Well, PS2 had decent connection towards like the end of it, but like PS3 networks were always shit.
Yep.
And as people were like, "Oh, well, I get free internet." Yeah, look, you could tell.
How do you like having information stolen?
Yeah, how does it feel to not know your information's out there? But I mean, the thing is like, yeah, well, you guys are fuckheads because you play Xbox and you pay for the network. It's like, yeah, but I mean, I have a decent network. I have a really good network actually. And
now my information is stolen. I get free games now.
Exactly, which I just got Tomb Raider and I've been playing that.
I
see the God mode thing and I'm all, thank you God.
Yeah, you're like, where do I need to go? Thank you God. It's so dumb. So stay on. Fucking, Sony games that are going to have really bad network connecting. Street Fighter 5. Fucking Carin got announced.
She looks really good.
I was so pissed off because I wanted someone else.
I don't know. I think initially, I've never been a huge Carin fan. I always think she's kind of been meh. But like when I looked at the community more, like a lot of people wanted Carin there.
A lot of Japanese players.
A lot of Japanese
because
players.
Even this when they show her, like she has a silly anime laugh. When she's like, ah! Yeah, and it's so dumb. And I
love it. I love the arrogant laugh. That's why I loved Gil. Gil had his whole taunt. Like his whole taunt was he just laughed at you. That's it. And it gained him he was already super powerful. It made him more powerful.
So speaking of guys who have good taunts, I want Q to come back. Like where the fuck's Q?
What was Q's taunt? Do you remember?
He was like,
don't even know.
The weird little hands thing.
He do, he'd go,
he just do that. So weird. And it increased his defense. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And I loved those little things about Third Strike that, like, if you didn't know that, like, you just
Third
didn't
Strike,
know.
in my opinion, was like the prime of Street.
Oh, it was a lot of people's.
Yeah, it was like the tip. And it was
but we've also, like, it's also gotten to the point where it's like, can you guys, like, we get it, that was the best one, but can we have another one that's as good, but not just bite off of that one?
A lot of people are saying Street Fighter 5.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mix between
alpha. That's why people liked Carin so much, because it was like, oh, awesome.
She was Alpha 3.
She was Alpha, but it wasn't a Third Strike character.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, cool, like, we're finally getting
some more characters. But the last two characters have been Alpha 3 characters.
Well, Nikali and the Tornado guy.
No. The female wrestler lady.
Oh, Armika?
Yeah, she was an Alpha 3 character.
She was Alpha, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, where the fuck are my Third Strike?
But the thing was, like, you didn't have, well, not maybe in Ultra you did, but I think if you look at the tally, Ultra had more Third Strike people than they did Alpha people.
Still didn't bring back Sean.
That's right, they didn't bring back. I really like your idea of Sean. You should talk.
Okay, so my idea of Sean is because right, he's a Shoto, so he's like Ryu, Akuma, and Ken.
No.
So right now Ryu has.
But what was you have to explain? Like what was he in Third Strike?
He was Ken's apprentice, not apprentice, but like he looked up to Ken. He watched.
Well, he
Ken.
was being trained by Ken.
Yeah, well,
but he never took his training seriously.
Yeah, okay.
Which is always why he lost.
There you go. But the thing
and he always got the fuck beat out.
But he
like even when you win everything with him, he loses.
Yes.
And Ken just gives him the trophy. He's like, here.
Because for Ken it was to reach Akuma, but for him it was like
No, for Ken it was to beat Ryu. It's always been that.
Oh fuck Ryu.
Because Ryu's a little bit more powerful than him.
But see, so for Street Fighter V now,
unless you have God Ken.
For Street Fighter V now, Ryu is parry. That's his thing. That's his feature. It's parry.
Yeah.
And then for
I love Ken's because it's rush down.
Yeah, he has the fucking all of it is about the legs, so he's all about doing.
Well, and his V trigger is that he runs at you. Like
yes.
no other characters dash towards your walk, he fucking runs at you.
I love Ken. And so what I was thinking for Sean is make him airborne, make him be able to do juggles. Because that would mix it up because he's I'd play into the stereotype of him being a basketball player.
I was just gonna say,
and
black.
Then use the original design for Rufus, the DMX looking motherfucker.
That would be cool.
He's a bald black guy. He's wearing a Shoto uniform. I'm like, there he is. That's fucking Sean in the future.
But no, I say fuck that and just make him DMX.
Yeah, and then have like rough his little thing is like his taunt. Bring the taunt back where he throws the basketball and can kill you. That's the best taunt.
That was the best taunt. Because you would do that, and like a lot of times, like if you were fighting a
someone who zones you out.
No, the boxer. Fuck, people are gonna like hit me in the face.
Dudley.
He threw the rose and he threw the basketball. They'd like meet in the middle and you go at it. And that was pretty cool.
Or fucking, I've seen Max do it. Like he would use the basketball and someone would go to parry it and then he'd go to.
And then you go and attack him.
Yeah, and it's like that's the hypest shit. I like seeing games like that.
That's what made Third Strike great.
I will never be that good.
Yeah.
But
but the thing was, is like those are all setups and that's what made the game fun. So it's like it's totally doable for you.
Fucking, did you watch Evo? The one year where Daigo was Ken and he fucking.
Oh, that's like legendary.
Yeah, when he fucking blocks all of Chun-Li's.
What's funny is that's not that hard to do. It's hard for guys like me.
Yeah.
But guys who fight in tournaments all the time, like they do it all the time.
But it was like that was like the first big moment.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you, that was one of the first big moments that a lot of people saw.
Oh yeah. No, I thought you were gonna say that was the first time somebody did it.
No, it was one of the first times.
But it was one of the things that was like a huge moment.
Yeah, and it was like he was lured down to the magic pixel.
Oh yeah, that's why he did it. Like because he was like, if he got hit at all, he was gonna die.
It was so, and like that's a challenge now in Third Strike.
And you see the guy who's and if you know anything about Third Strike, Chun, it goes like Gil Chun. Like Chun-Li was so fucking OP in that game. She has like a forward 2, I believe, where like that punch where she goes and she comes at, that's like half the fucking screen. She can hit you from half the screen.
At least she's not as broken as she was in the first Street Fighter V beta.
No shit.
Where she get infinite projectiles across the screen and it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
And her super could basically so I would low jab you. So it was like down low. If I hit you with that jab, I could hit you with my ultra. And my ultra did 45 or 50% damage to you. That and then you could combo it. Those were kicks, by the way. Yeah. And then you could combo that into them thighs. So for him to like be at that point, and I mean, if you've ever seen anybody who knows how to play, like when you're at that point, they're just gonna toe hunt you to the ultra. Like that's what they're gonna do. So he knew that. He didn't only do that, but he parried the low to the kicks, to the high kick, and he actually jumped and parried the high kick to medium kick, low kick, and then ultra back to him and beat him. I was like, dang.
Yeah, he did the combo, and he did the fucking shit.
Yeah, it was because he jumps. Her last move is really high, so you can either crouch, or you can punish, or you can do what he did, which was jump, parry in the air, then medium kicked her, and then down medium kicked into an ultra.
It was so high.
It was really good.
So, I wanted the special guest character Mike Hagar. Because all the Street Fighters now, or all the big games, are having guest characters.
No.
And it's like, bring Hagar back.
Hagar's not going to come.
I want the president of the world in it, alright? That's all I want.
You want him in his pipe?
Yeah.
He's not coming.
Respect the pipe.
He's not coming.
God,
it would be nice if he did that. That'd be pretty cool. I think if they have, what's funny is if they were going to do, I think what game is he from? Streets of Rage?
Final Fight.
Final Fight, there you go.
Because they have Cody. Cody was from Final Fight.
Cody's from Alpha.
The Cody that they got in the chains, he's from Final Fight.
He's from Alpha, though.
No, he's from Final Fight. He's the main character from Final Fight who gets arrested and brought into the Street Fighter.
Sure?
Yes.
Because he's an Alpha character.
He's also a Final Fight character.
I don't know, we'll have to look it up.
So is fucking Hugo and Roxy.
Hugo and Roxy are. I don't. Who's
They're-
Roxy?
Or not Roxy. Well, Poison/Roxy.
Poison are Third Strike characters.
They were first appeared up in
Well,
Final Fight.
Hugo. Oh, you know, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I don't know about Hugo though.
They've always been together, so Hugo was part of it. But he was like,
Maybe, yeah. I think you're right because I remember seeing.
and that's
her.
where she got announced being a male.
That's right. They were in Streets of Rage, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
With
I think
Cody, with Cody and Hagar. I fucking told you.
Okay.
This is the game for Hagar.
I think for me, like you're gonna see a Captain Commando before you see a Hagar.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
Because there's a bigger following for him than there is.
Is there a Dave & Buster's nearby?
Yeah.
Is there?
I think there is.
I know they're building one.
Yeah. Oh, they're building one. Yeah.
But hopefully it's done by like the next 2 weeks because
it won't be.
Dave & Buster's is hosting Pokken.
Oh, Pokken. That's what it was.
I'm so excited. I would go to Dave & Buster's just to try that.
You have to. You have to do it. I think that, and they have a really cool. They actually have that Pac-Man game I was telling you about. They have it, but it's giant.
God damn it. But yeah, so this is the second time they've done something for Bandai Namco. The first time was with Tekken 7, where they got like you could go and play.
That's cool, man.
And it's like I'd want to get a Pokken arcade.
I'm gonna have to get good with a stick because all these fighters they require a stick now, and it's like.
Even with KI, you should probably use the thing. You should probably use the stick.
Yeah.
Did you see the gold PS4 yet?
The gold PS4, like actual gold or just color?
It's color gold.
I have not. I saw the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 one.
It's done through Taco Bell.
Oh, you win it through Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that should be right up your alley, dude.
And it's like you have to buy their box meal, and so Taco Bell, I'm giving you a free advertisement right here. You should hook me up. Give me a free gold PS4.
I'm talking about Taco Bell to see if they will give me free Taco Bell.
I would take that too. If they want to give me like a year subscription for free Taco Bell, I'll take that.
Why not, dude?
I fucking love Taco Bell. So Simon, what's your thoughts on Attack on Titan? Pro or con?
The game?
Yes, game.
I love the series. The series was great. I wish that they'd make the second series or the second
season. The second,
because it was so fucking metagame.
Before you watch it, the second live action movie equals shit. So don't watch it.
Oh, I wouldn't see the movie.
Yeah, the movie was fun.
To me, I don't like when they do that because I don't like when they take one form of media and make it another.
Yeah.
Especially with before, like if we were playing like Super Nintendo games, Sega games, or whatever, like that's one thing. Even PS2 games, okay. But right now, like where games are, they're their own movies. So it's like I don't need to see a live action Tomb Raider. I don't need to see a live action Devil May Cry.
You're telling me you like Angela Lee in that movie?
I mean, she made it where she could, but it was dumb. I mean, it's just not needed.
So, with Attack on Titan...
So, Attack on Titan was a really great anime. Do I need to see a live-action movie of that? No, I don't. Because you're going to see what took time. They took time to explain things, to make things really cool. And
this movie's shit. I'm just going to... That movie's shit. They're making a game for it.
I saw that. I saw the gameplay for it, yeah.
What did you think about it?
I think that it's come a long way. I remember seeing it, like, initially, and it looked really dumb. I think that, again, it's just something that's not needed. Yeah. I think it's a cool precedent, but it's.
I would preferably play the one on iOS or one on web browser. It's way funner because.
Oh, is that? I think that's the one that I saw. The one where they're more. They look more like.
Cartoony.
They look more kind of.
Yeah, that one looks way funner because that one's just like, all right.
It's not taking itself so seriously.
Yeah, and it's like this one's like, okay, they're trying to take it seriously. The shit they showed, and I'm not even a big guy on graphics, but it's like, you had trees coming into reality as the character went by.
Right. And I think it's a tough thing to do too because the whole point of it is to be like
expansive and huge,
and because your maneuverable ability, if that's a word,
yes.
which it's not, but that's gonna play into the game. So being able to go left, right, up, down, wherever, like cohesively without dealing with anything, is really gonna be what makes or breaks the game, and that's tough. That's tough.
On top of that, they're also developing it for Vita and PS3.
Nah. I think it'd be okay.
They're all three releasing the same day.
I think it'd be okay Vita title.
No.
I'd play it for Vita.
No. I don't think Vita or PS3 can have the power to play it, and as well as the fact that they're developing it for all three at the same time.
Well, it should be like a motion game, like on the Vita, you just like push your finger where you want to go.
God damn it.
It's funny, I had a whole theory with a buddy of mine. He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that whole like nape of the neck thing. Like, he goes, I think that they thought of these. He goes, because you look at like everything in that cartoon, and it's built towards those stupid things that they wear. Like, that's it. He's like, I don't even think somebody came up with a story. Like, they came up with that thing, and they're like, well, what can we use this thing for? Like, this is a pretty cool idea. Like, you have these things that like shoot lines all over the place, and it makes you like super like agile. Like, but what do we need those for?
No reason.
No reason. So he's like, man, they're like, well, what if there's these like big giant people and they're like zombies, but they're not. Then you can only kill them if you hit them on the back of the neck. That would be useful. And it just seems like every time I see Attack on Titan, they're like flying all over the place by their pelvis. I always think of that because it's like, what do I need those things for?
So, did you see that the leak for Microsoft's Apple Watch thing got leaked?
No.
So they have
I'm looking for a tech watch because
So
I don't want to. If I buy a watch,
there's gonna be one that you can connect to your Xbox One.
Ooh, that's hype.
Along with this leak was figures being leaked.
I don't like that.
They'll be Microsoft exclusive figures. So it's gonna be like
what?
So it's gonna be Microsoft exclusive amiibos.
But what? See, I don't like the figure game that these things are. And we can thank Nintendo for this because
exactly that's what we're going to do. Like Nintendo alone made $7 million off amiibos.
Yeah, so it's like you can really and you know that they're doing that for next to nothing because they're all 3D printed.
Yes.
They're all 3D printed and they put a little chip in them. That's it.
And then
I mean, those things probably cost $1.50 to make, if that.
I'll tell you when I go next week to work because I have one put on hold for me. I get my employee discount 5% or I got an employee discount on it, so I'll tell you which it is.
Yeah, I mean it can't. They have to be because you got to remember. I mean they're 3D printing these things like crazy.
Oh, you're back. I gotta take a shit. All right, we're back. I had a bowel movement. I feel
gross, man.
I feel so much.
I was
better.
wondering why you were like scooting around in your chair.
Yeah, I was just like, it was that pizza you got.
I digested it fine.
Oh fuck
What's going on?
So anyway, these fucking Xbox amiibos.
I don't like that. I don't like the figure game. I'll do a watch though.
I don't see any original like IPs.
Did you spray cologne?
Hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any original IP they could use to make amiibo figures.
Halo?
Fucking I can see Halo, like a whole bunch of Halo, a whole bunch of Gears of War,
Yeah.
perhaps some Scalebound figures. I would buy a Scalebound figure if it was like
cool.
the giant dragon.
I was gonna say the dragon would be way fucking hype.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should probably close it down.
Yeah, because I think
we have kids. We gotta go pick it up.
One last thing. You know the original Donkey Kong game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The high score was beaten not once but twice within a 6-hour period.
Oh wow! Was it that guy who's like been trying to beat it forever?
It was him. He beat it, and then the other guy was like, "Oh, he beat it. So let me go on Twitch real quick." And then he did it. He beat the other guy's record in 6 hours.
Damn!
And it's like this rivalry has a whole movie based around it, and
Yeah,
a whole book.
Yeah,
and it's like the one guy, what's his name? Lakeman. He's a real shitbag.
Yeah.
And it's like the other guy's name is Copeland. He finally beat him like originally, and Lakeland was like, "Well, you beat me. Well, here's a tape saying that I beat that high score. Here's an even higher score."
Oh, I think I read that somewhere.
And it's like both.
What do you think about the guy who bought the AIDS medicine and then made it like? Have you heard about that?
No.
He's a hedge fund guy, so he's like super rich, right? And he bought the synthetic patent to whatever drug they make, or not? It's not a synthetic patent actually. It's a patent for the drug that help people with AIDS. And in like so if you have AIDS, right, and you have healthcare or whatever, those pills cost you like $17 a pill, right? Mm-hmm. He bought all the shares for it, so it's his company now, and he raised it to $750 a pill.
Is he a white supremacist?
He's a white guy.
Of course. But anyway, so the new high score was.
So if you have AIDS,
you're
gonna die.
Yeah. Rip.
Except if you're Magic Johnson, which he blends up $150,000 and puts it in his veins directly. So
that was one time. That's it.
Dude, have you seen the new South Park episode?
No.
Fuck, it's so funny.
Is it good?
They unleash Jared on a bunch of Syrian kids. He's like the parents are trying to protect their Syrian babies. Unleash Jared. And you see him and he's like fucking like walking towards them like Godzilla or something.
That's pretty good. Because they made that joke that Jared has AIDS and you want to give AIDS to your children. So.
And then they like the whole thing is like there's these PC guys there, and I don't even know like politically correct or like privilege checkers or whatever, and fucking Cartman, he gets like pretty busted up by the principal because the principal's a PC guy, and the kids are like, dude, like you're Tom Brady, man, like what would Tom Brady do right now if somebody told him to like you broke the rules or whatever. He'd probably be like, hey, well, you broke the rules first, so they don't apply to me and this and that. So they work in the whole fucking like Tom Brady
Deflategate?
The whole Deflategate as well. So it's like Deflategate, it's fucking people being PC, and then fucking Randy Marsh being an idiot too. Like it's really good.
God,
you should check it out.
So Simon, what's your plans for the rest of the week?
It's gonna be a good week.
Gonna be a good week?
I don't have to work.
I have 2 days and I'm off 2 days. So
Throw it up.
birthday.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
What are you're not gonna do anything? You already said.
We want to go see Black Mass. That's
Yeah.
it. It's meh. It's gonna be fun though. I have a lot more gifts coming from the list. So thanks Simon for this awesome mug and
Hopefully you like it. It's, I know it's not like unique. I know.
I like it. I like
hopefully
mugs.
I was hoping you'd like it, and you know I don't buy stuff for people, so hopefully
I got your
can
birthday
get into
present too
it,
already.
Oh well, thank you, man.
Yeah, wait till your
I'm gonna
birthday.
be honest with you. I feel really bad because the cup you bought me was in my car when they took my car.
Oh no! They
So
didn't give your shit back to you?
No, fuck no, they didn't. Like there was, and that's like the worst thing about it is like, and you know the car's gonna get taken, so you try to take stuff out of it, but there's obviously like you don't know when they're gonna take your fucking car.
Yeah.
So I just happened to have the cup in there. I had like 2 basketballs in there. I had Zay's football in there. Zay's car seat was in there. His squid hat was in there. So it was like all that shit just fucking gone. It's just gone.
It's
And I
kind of
was
shit.
like,
They don't give it back. They should
Oh,
give
man.
back all your private property inside the vehicle.
yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, I mean, it would be helpful if they weren't shitbags. They should at least like after they have it hooked up and they're like driving it away, they should like or they have that opportunity.
Just put it all in a fucking trash bag and leave it on the front porch.
Or just say like, hey, we're taking your car. It's already this and that. So if you have an
But
issue,
you gotta think of like all the conflicts they have though.
that's
Like,
true. No, I understand. I know people are assholes.
But it's like still the company should be like, hey, we understand that you don't want the vehicle back, but we can still give you the stuff inside the vehicle back.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like that's not yours.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Because when my car got stolen in San Francisco, we got wrecked on the highway and they gave me everything back
yeah.
because like that's the way it's supposed to be. And I was like, I
Not
don't
when
want.
you're dealing with shitty finance companies. All right, I gotta go, man. So let's wrap
All right.
this up.
So you can find all of us at Game Makers at Facebook.com, Twitter, and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Find me over at JuboyJuice on Twitter. Simon at Great12133.
Ayo.
You guys have a great week. All right.
Woo!
America.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out from stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make the motherfucker.